Do you know what Smart Pixel 2.0, Location IQ, and Audience IQ have in common?
You know I do. They are solutions that our friends and proud sponsors, M1 Data and Analytics, are brewing for automotive and beyond.
Once again, you're right, my friend. And we want to invite all of our audience to go to m1-data.com to see how they can help propel your business forward with the right data insight.
Go check them out at
m1-data.com. Let's brew.
Come on now. What's going on, solutionaries and everyone out there? I'm so excited. Today is a special break for you all. It's the coffee break, y'all. Come on now. We got someone special in the audience today. We have somebody special in the green room right now, actually getting ready to come in and share so many amazing things about Driving Sales Executive Summit. One thing's for sure, she's experienced. She's been there a few times, and she's going to be speaking at this one, not just once, but twice, and she's going to be there presenting some amazing stuff, some great things for you dealers to be able to take back to your stores and do better. That's what it's all about, and that's what she's all about. She's all about helping people reach the next level inside their dealerships. She's all about selling cars like candy bars and having all kinds of fun while she's doing it. If you've seen any of her social media, you know what I'm talking about, and that's why I'm so excited to have her on the show. I've met her in person a few times, and the energy matches everything that we see out there. So, folks, let me tell you, you're in for a great treat today. I'm pumped up. Hope you all are too. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and get her on the screen, but before we do that, folks, car guys, share. Car gals, share. Get this out there. Let everyone know what's going on. Let's get some folks into the cafe today. Folks, coffee cup emoji. Give me some of those and let's go. But let's go the one, the only, Miss Gail Rubinstein. Woo! What's going on? How are you doing?
Good. How are you? That was an amazing intro.
It's so weird. I got to be honest. I'm so used to doing the show with my boy Lou, right? And folks, I'm sure you noticed something was a little different, right? You don't ever normally see us go solo on a show, but man, I tell you, it's easy when we have somebody great like you on the show. You know, I'm used to having Lou kind of just bounce off me and do all that kind of stuff, but I'm so excited. I got you. I got Gail here, folks. Come on now. Once again, I want you to get some people in here. Let's start sharing this around, letting people know that we're going to be talking about an amazing event. Maybe you're thinking about going. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you've never heard of it, but it's DSES, Driving Sales Executive Summit. It's an amazing event. It's a little bit smaller, but that's why I love it. There's less drama going on. There's less people there just because you're supposed to be there. The people who come are there to learn something, to apply something when they get back. This is an executive summit, my friends. This is for the best of the best, that 1%ers. That's what I always say, right? And the best in the automotive industry are always there. And that's why, Gail, I know you're there every year. So tell everybody a little bit more about you and what's going on.
All right. Well, I'm Gail. I'm the founder and president of Retail Resilient. And for those of you that have never met me, we are a marketing agency and an online school for auto dealers. So we teach car dealers how to do all their social media in-house. If they don't want to do it in-house, they can outsource it to us. I started this company in 2017. And I have a long history in the car business. So I worked in retail, and I also, everyone knows, a lot of people know me from Viato. So that's a little bit about me. And in regards to DSES, I started participating there in 2019. And I've built so many fruitful, amazing relationships with the car dealers there. It's unreal. I mean, it actually is my favorite show. I'm always there, and I always support them, and they always support me. And I feel like I'm a thought leader, and they really embrace thought leaders there that bring new ideas and new innovation to the table. So that's why I love driving sales. Yeah.
And you know what? She's not just saying that, my friends. I've seen her there. I've seen how excited she gets. I remember we were sitting there in the hallway last year, I believe it was, and it was last year. We were sitting there waiting to get our booth set up, and you were just so like, let's go, let's have some fun, and you were talking about the year before, because that last year was my first one, and you were telling me about the year before and how it went, and the goods and the bads and everything that was going on, but then the improvements that were happening and how you've seen that and how you love being part of that. But being a thought leader and being able to express your thoughts as a thought leader somewhere that actually appreciates it, that's amazing too. And man, I tell you, this staff, phenomenal staff there. Everyone that I deal with that has anything to do with that company has always been nothing but like open arms and just want good energy in not just at their event, but anywhere they go. Because they go to other people's events, they get booths too. They sit down, they'll see what's going on. They educate people. That's because that's what they're about. That's why I love them too. So yeah, this event's going to be fun, and I'm excited to see you there.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you speak. I'm very excited.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. We'll get to that a little bit later. This show's about you, right? It's about driving sales. But let's talk about speaking. Folks, first of all, there's a lot of great speakers that are going to be there. There's so many. The list is long. The list is amazing. It's all in 2 days. And that's what's really nice about it, is you don't have to worry about being gone for like half a week, almost a week. And it's literally just a 2-day event that's designed to just get you everything you need, right? Yep. And they have it set up to be fun. They have some competitions going on. They always do some things that make it creative for people to come back the next year and try to be even better, right? So and that's what I love about it too. So you see those things happen. So tell people a little bit about that. Let's talk about this right here, the Innovation Cup presentation.
Innovation Cup presentation. All right, so Driving Sales provides vendors in the industry and dealers the opportunity to go on stage and present the most innovative idea in the marketplace.
Wow.
And I actually originally did not apply for this. A few people called me and asked me to present this solution. So you do have to pay to go on the stage, and you do get main stage, and that obviously excited me. But I was asked to bring this, to the forefront of the auto industry, and it's going to be called the Golden Nugget. It is, just to give you like a little insight into it, because I don't want to give it all away, but it's the $1 million social media funnel. Okay. Whoa. We spent 6 years building this social media funnel with multiple companies in the industry. So it not only incorporates your social media with Kelley Blue Book, credit apps, Pure Cars, but like it's a whole built out, structured $1 million funnel to give social media customers the best shopping experience they've ever had on any social platform. And so I'm really, really excited to present this. And I only get 5 minutes. So what's cool about it, you have to deliver this content in 5 minutes, and you have to talk really, really fast.
Wow.
And get your point across and beat. So if you win the Innovation Cup, I think you keep it for a year, and you get to market it as part of your brand, that you're that you won the cup and you have the most innovative solution. So regardless of whether we win or not, it would be really cool to get that trophy.
So it's not regardless of win or not. We're going to win.
We're going to win. Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to beat everyone else.
I'm going to do it this time. You're competitive. I love that. But listen, I also love that you
might win. I actually do. I mean, I have statistics, ROI, and data to back up this funnel that I think is going to blow car dealers' minds, because I know that 98% of the dealers that I audit have not implemented this strategy. They haven't. They don't even know this strategy exists.
That's big. That's huge, folks. And dealers, for you wondering what that is, the best way to find out is to show up at this event. But I promise you, if you want to, just reach out to Gail. She'll talk to you about this. She's all about, much like the event, and she's going to be presenting this stuff. She's there for that event because she knows how great it is. She wants to make sure that event is a good event. She wants to share with those dealers, but she wants to help everyone that wants help. She's done that with me too as a friend. I'm going to just say, you know, one thing that I liked you from the day one was that you always were like, hey, how can I help you? Right? You've been like that ever since we met, and mad props for that, because you know you're very open to people that want to learn. You're open to people that want to get better, and you want them to get better because you know what the deal is. Whether you make $1 or nothing on that, you're helping someone, and that's fulfillment, and that's what you're about. You're about fulfillment, and if you fulfill and keep fulfilling in your life, you're going to just be blessed with so many things besides just cash. You know,
Yeah, you actually get blessed with a lot of opportunity for things that you never even thought would fall in your path.
Yes.
And one of them actually was Kaiser University. So something that fell into my path, Kaiser University reached out to me, and I recently trained 100 PhD professors on how to put social in their classroom in the university. Like that was like the most, I mean, that was like one of the biggest accomplishments in my career.
You know what?
It was so cool.
That is like, that makes your heart just warm up because you're like, I can't believe I just did this. Like, what?
Yeah, I was crying. Actually,
PhDs are sitting in here like.
They interviewed me after I trained these PhD professors, and I had an emotional meltdown because my heart was beating like it touched my heart so much because it was full circle. I went to that school, and now I'm teaching at that school, teaching the professors. I mean, like my heart, like I was like, oh my God. And it was so overwhelming. But those are the like give back opportunities that you in your lifetime, like I never in my lifetime thought that would happen.
You know,
that was like that. I don't know. It's just like
you didn't think that would ever happen, but you know, you planted a seed for that to happen, and you kept planting, you kept watering that seed, you kept doing all the things like going to places like DSES and many other spots to be able to get the education, meeting people and learning things from them, going out and trying things, even if it didn't work. It was okay. You kept trying and you kept learning and getting better at things, making your product better. Like you said, you have case studies, you have numbers, you have statistics and real stats that show what you were doing is phenomenal. And 98, you said 98% of people that you talked to or dealt with don't even know this exists.
Do not know they can do this.
This is what's so crazy.
Oh and Bob, if everyone, like a lot of people watching this probably know Bob Lanham from, he worked at Facebook. He was the head of automotive. I think it was like 5 years ago. I walked up to Bob and I was like, Bob, why does no one in the car industry know how to build this? And he goes, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. They just build traffic ads. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to like build this entire funnel. And then one day we're going to bring it to the table. And like, here we are now bringing it to like the big stage.
See, this is manifestation in its finest right here. What we're talking about, folks.
Yeah.
If you guys don't believe in it, this is testimony here, right? And these are numbers and stats we're talking about. And it is if you want something, you have to say it, put it out loud, and then take action towards it. And if you keep taking action, it doesn't happen overnight. But 6 years later, all of a sudden, something that was just a thought becomes something that's going to help 98% of dealers that have no idea. If even just 5% of them learn, that's a big increase compared to now. That's over 200% increase of what people are doing now, because only 2% probably know what it is or doing something like it. The other, the 98% are not. So even if just 4, like, I mean, I'm talking, that's massive. That's big. And if we can make that happen, which will, if you all come to DSES and learn about this, I'm telling you, you guys see the website down there, and I'm not, I'm not just trying to pitch for them because, I'm telling you because this place is where you're going to get inspired for things like this. You may be the next person that's going to be 6 years from today doing something and bringing something to the table at the Innovation Cup that's going to be innovative, something that's going to change the course of automotive or help dealers get better. So, but this is where the confidence comes from. This is how it happened for her, by having conversations. Bob is phenomenal, being where he's at and where he's going and what he knows. And when you were able to say that and he goes, I don't know how much confidence I give you. Like, I got something here.
I was like, I have the coolest solution. And someone may have like sort of thought about it, but to actually build it and implement it and execute it and find the team, right? So like, pieces of it were brought together by other vendors in the industry and then us with the marketing piece, and it all just synced together one day. And we were like, wow, this is cool.
Wow. I mean, I am like, maybe I want to know more so much. So I'm going to have like a sidebar with her later. I'm telling y'all. But once again, I'm excited for you. That's big, and that's just one part of what you're going to be participating there doing. Obviously you also have your company that you guys are going to be there doing stuff representing, but you're also going to be speaking again, right? And it's not just at the Innovation Cup. We're talking about, and this is the subject. It's rev up your dealership engine, unveiling the ultimate social media blueprint.
Yeah.
Folks, you guys, everyone's, how do I do this? How do I do this? Is right here. She, once again, has done all the study, the testimony. She has it all. And not only does she go out and get data from people, but she does stuff too. Go to her, follow her on social media, see what she's doing. Creative, always doing things, getting people involved and just putting things out there different, hitting TikTok up, hitting everywhere you can imagine, because everyone else is like, I was telling somebody yesterday, literally, I was like, listen, if you're hiring new sales pros and you're like, hey, I need you to post on Facebook, and they're like, I don't got a Facebook, and you know what I tell you is, it's okay. Ask them, where do you do social media?
Right.
And they'll tell you something like Snapchat. They'll tell you something like, I guess not Twitter, but X, whatever you want to call it now. They'll tell you something like, whatever they want. I think TikTok is a pretty popular one. I scroll through it. I can't help it nowadays. It's become something that is part of life and communication, more importantly. And they're communicating there. My son, he's 19 years old, goes to, he's a college student. He doesn't text message his friends or call them. They snap. That's it. That's it. That's all they do. So why are we not letting people do that at work? We should. That's part of
that
it
is literally how they communicate. So when I spoke at Kaiser, it was called Bridging the Communication Gap between professor and student. And we looked at the demographics and the age of the professors and, the demographics and ages of like millennials and all of that. And the gap is in technology. So and also the gap is in content creation. So the one piece that's missing in schools and in universities is the content creation, because that's not taught in universities and colleges. How do you create content? That's so new in our industry. Like, what's the roadmap to communicate on these platforms using content? And so anyway, it's that exactly what you said, that communication gap needs to be merged together and bridged together in schools, in universities, in the auto industry, in any business. And that's just literally the piece that's missing.
You and I come from that same string of music right there. And I'm telling you, I believe in that so much because I see that. And I'm open. I've been able to be flexible in my thoughts. You're right. Technology. That was a great statement you said. The gap isn't really age. It's technology. It's the understanding and the use of it, because we were so different with the way how we even say phone with our hand. We do this.
Right.
They do this.
Right.
It's so different. Like, I don't talk about phones like this. I talk about phones like this or like this. Like, that's the way we used to do that. We used to rotary. We had all this stuff. It wasn't a phone to us, was a phone, and it still kind of is. We keep calling these things phones, but these are not phones anymore. Right. Right? That's like one of the things we use the least on it. Like almost that's just like a feature. To me, that's a widget on this machine I have here is my actual phone number. Right. So exactly. That's what it truly is. And so communicating, like you said, it's massive, and how we communicate is massive. One of the things, and the reason why that conversation came up the other day for me was they were saying, I asked them, hey, your staff does, you have them do social media, or is that something that you encourage? Oh yeah, they do marketplace. I was like, it's not social media.
Yeah, I know. I would have looked at them.
You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean? That's not social media.
I mean, I get it that it's on social media, but that's not social media. I'm talking social media. Like, do you know what I mean by that? And then, then you talk to some of their staff, and the staff will say something like, I just don't like people. I don't want to do my car stuff on my personal. I'm like, whoa, hold on. You must be embarrassed of what you do then.
Right.
You're like, it's curious. It's like, did they ask you when you came? Like, I would encourage them not to necessarily just be about car stuff. As a matter of fact, as you know, social media isn't always about car sales. Matter of fact, it shouldn't be just that. It should be
Right.
a flood of so many other things that just show people who you are.
Right.
Or what you do and what benefits it is to have a relationship with you. Because ultimately I don't want to have transactions. I want to have relationships. And the more relationships I build, the more people I'm gonna be able to help. Bottom line, right? So this is how you build relationships and how people can find trust in you in a way faster way and actually see that this is going to be a good experience, right? So anyway, you and I could talk about this forever, right? That's what I love.
I was going to say that exactly what you're talking about is one of the pieces in the social media blueprint.
I had a feeling, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, there's 3 topics that we're going to cover. So one of them is organic social media and what your sales and service staff need to be posting on organic. Boom, on all platforms, not just like Facebook, but like all the things. And another piece of the blueprint is paid advertising. So one thing I would ask the audience watching this, or if they come to DSES, why are you only doing AIA traffic ads? That is literally a tiny minute of a strategy. Like, it irritates me that car dealers are like, I have the best strategy. I do AIA traffic ads. And I'm like, I can build you 11 other funnels that'll make you millions more. So like, that piece is good. It's good to have traffic, but like, what about all this other stuff that nobody's ever shown you or educated you on? So paid ads on all platforms. And then lastly is what I'm going to be talking about at Innovation Cup, which is the custom funnel that nobody's ever seen.
Yep, folks, this is some exciting stuff. And, I'm telling you, she is definitely a thought leader big time in this category, my friends. Like, this is what she pours her heart into. She can be great at a lot of things in automotive, but she chose this path, and she chose this path because she has passion big time for this. And you guys can see that, right? That's her life. It's retail resilient. She's helping you all sell cars like candy bars.
Be resilient.
That's right. And she totally is. And as you can see, the personalities there, she's always trying to find ways to get better. And that's important. One of the things that I want to applaud you on is I see the adaptability that you have as you see the tide change, and you're making differences and you're making the adjustments that are necessary to be the thought leader that you are. Because I think thought leaders need to be that way, right? And when you're somebody that people are trusting with, hey, do you know what's currently happening? You do, because you don't just sit there and do, I was great at this today, so I'm going to just do only this. You're like, okay, I'm great. I'm going to keep getting better at it, right? I'm going to keep finding ways, because it's going to adjust. As you know, social media adjusts all the time. I mean, shoot, Twitter's no longer Twitter and all that kind of stuff. It's all weird. And, and then you got to validate and pay money. And it's like, what's going on over here? It's like, so many things. But there's so many strategies. And I love that you talked about organic, because organic, folks, the only thing it takes is time. It's costs this much money.
It's free. I mean, or you can buy our so actually,
yes,
we have, even for $300, we offer 55 pre-recorded videos on how to make new car offers, used car offers, service offers, and parts offers organically on social. Literally, it's a one-time charge of $300, and we give them access to our membership portal. So like, it's not even expensive. And then, yes, we have upgraded programs that we move our customers into, but as a starting point for organic, if you're like, I don't know, I'm confused, or I don't know where to start, that's why we made the program. So
love it.
And then they could hire a coach on my team. They could hire you and Lou. They could, there's so many people in the industry that they can hire to assist them.
It is, and everybody has a different cup of tea. I'm a firm believer. There's a lot of different style trainers, consultants out there, and everybody is going to, work better with somebody, even if they are all very similar, right? It just comes down to personality, what you like, which direction your team feels comfortable going, right? But there's a lot of great thought leaders. There's a lot of great inspirational people that are out there who are the business owners, the vendors, dealer partners that I like to really call us, because man, we really care about our dealer partners, man. They're family to me. If you guys watch my social media, which I use quite a bit, you'll see that I'm always, when I'm at a dealership, we go out, we even go and we'll play pickleball. We'll do all these amazing things together. And because I don't just want to be there for business. Once again,
you want to like be their partner in what they're doing.
Because I care. I truly care, because, I seek to understand, then to be understood. And when I understand people, it's much better. And you find that out by knowing them. And you know, when they know you care, that's when they care about what you're saying, period, hands down. Because they're kind of like, okay. You're just saying that because you say that to everybody. But when you pay attention and you know things and you're the one that actually cares, and they're like, dude, this dude truly has, or this person truly has passion for what they're doing, but they care about what I need. Because they see that it's different for everyone. I see it. I have plenty of clients where I have to go here and it's a different situation completely. Everyone, even in the same auto group, you can go to one auto group, same town, go to one store. There's a situation here. You go, this one, it's not even near the same.
Right.
It's completely different. So you got to be ready for that. And that's what I love about it. And that's what I love about everything. And that's why using social is an amazing thing to be able to show the dynamic of your team, the culture, the way that people be, hey, I need to find somebody that makes me feel comfortable buying a car from, or somebody that makes me feel comfortable getting my service done at, or somebody that makes me comfortable about talking about my credit, whatever it is. They need to find that. And people are seeking for that, and people find that on social so easy now, and more and more and more and more. And if you're not Googleable, as I say, if they can't type in your name and they type in Frelin Arts and they can't see that I've been selling cars for all these years and helping all these people, they're probably not going to come see me. They're probably going to look up the next person, and they see that Gail's been doing it for 20 plus years. She's got all these clients that love her. And I guess where they're going to go? To Gail.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time.
Yep. And word of mouth, it's funny. We always say word of mouth is the best form of advertising. And that's all social is. It's word of mouth. You tag a friend and it's word of mouth.
Yes. It's you know, you're 100%. And it's something that everybody is on. It's not 10 years ago where, you know, some people were starting to get, oh, I don't really like, you know, and now it's like, it's their source of news. It's their source of, you know, family. It's their family photo album, right? It's their look at that 2 years ago memory that brings back some emotions. One's from 10 years ago that maybe they saw, like their dog that, you know, that's no longer here, you know, and it just brings back, there's so many things that it's become part of, massive part of our culture, and you got to embrace it. And if you're not embracing it, you're going to miss out so much. I mean, it's to me, it's fish in a barrel if you do it right. You know what I mean? It really is.
And even as a salesperson, like to look back and go, oh my God, I sold that person a car 4 years ago and I wrote this beautiful story about them. Like that is like, it touches my heart, and I'm not even the one delivering the car. I'm watching my clients do it, and they tag me in the post, and I'm like, oh my God, when they see that in like 3 years, they're going to be like, I love that customer.
You know, so that's such a good point there. It's how emotional. I mean, it's something digital that we put away, but how beautiful is that? I mean, it is literally the timeline of life and of your career. And when I heard that salesperson say, I don't want to put anything on the car business on my social, I was like, you're not taking this serious.
I would agree. I would question, like, why are you working there? If someone said that to me, like, why? You should be proud of where you work.
Yes.
I was so proud of the dealer group I worked for. Like I worked for Flemington Car and Truck for like 10 years. Right. I still we had like teddy bears and monkeys we would hand out to our customers. Mine is still in my car with the American flag when I got my citizenship. Like I was so proud to be there. I couldn't even imagine not saying like, I work here, come buy a car for me. Of course I'm going to say that.
Yeah. And exactly. Because you took yourself serious as a professional at the end of the day. You knew that you, at the end of the day, are an entrepreneur in a sense, a business owner, and your own small business inside of a business. Yeah. And that business supports you. You know, it's like you got a franchise inside of a franchise. You know, you're like, okay, let's go with it, right? And that's kind of, to me, the ideal business model for dealerships now is to have your salespeople become businesses inside of businesses, teach them how to take ownership of what they're doing, not a job. Not a job that they show up from 9 to 5 and can't wait for 5 to hit, and then they get the heck out of there. They know
of their career, and like,
where they want to use social media and show that, hey, my name is Fred. I'm the subprime hero. You need to come by and see me because my number is this. I'm going to be here from 9 to 5. All the stuff, and be proud of it. Yeah. Because they know that they want everybody that they know to come see them. You know, I always tell people the worst thing in the world is when you see somebody that you've been friends with for years. Maybe you don't talk every day because we're all married now, we have kids or whatever, right? And then you see them one day at the grocery store and they're pulled up with a temp tag from another store at a car that you have almost just like on your lot that you could probably
why did you buy a car from me?
And they
I
tell
didn't
you
know you worked there.
I forgot you were in automotive.
Right.
But you're social media friends, but you don't show anything on social media that you sell cars or even any testimonials, anything at the dealership where you're having fun, or you're just posting boring stuff that make them go, I don't even like looking at it. So you fall off their feed. Right. So it's like, because you're only doing the boring, stereotypical thumbs up. We just sold a car picture instead of the more creative, having fun, showing why they bought a car.
Right.
You know what I mean? So anyway, I can go all day once again about that kind of stuff. This is because we're passionate about it, and I see there is something special. You can do what you all are doing out there. I'm going to tell you, and you can still live the way you're living. But if you keep doing it, that's all you're going to get. Right. So change it up a little bit, flip it up, just try something, give it 1% a day, give it 10% a year. I don't care. Any increase is better than no increase, right? So you change it and you see the benefits from it. So imagine you're fishing and you got a fishing pole out there and you're using this bait and you're not really getting many bites, but you'll get one every 10 bites. But then all of a sudden you could throw this special little white jig that goes on this thing and you throw it out, and every time you throw it out, it gets a bite. But you know what? I don't really like doing that. But you're hungry. What are you going to do? Yeah. I'm you know what I'm saying? I like to fish with as many different types of baits as I can. I'm going to have fun. I want everyone to know. And the last thing I ever want is somebody that I know that I care about to go somewhere else and get treated in a situation where I believe I could have helped them more.
Yep. Right. And I was going to say studies have shown, because I told you we track everything.
I know you do.
The average car salesperson that actually puts in effort and posts 3 times a week gets an average of 5 to 10 extra car sales a month.
I agree.
A month. And all they do is post 3 times a week. Hot trade alert. So like Monday could be hot trade alert. Wednesday is new car offers. Friday is like fun Fridays. That's it. 3 times a week.
That's too much. Is that a lot to ask for you all to do out there? That's a simple tip right now you all can take right now. And literally, what's your average commission, folks? Just multiply it on the low end, 4. Multiply that by 4. That's how much more money you'll make just by posting 3 times a week on average. That's average. You might do better. So just saying, like, what would stop you from doing that? I don't get it.
Actually, we have one of our students. So I have so many students that I just love. This one girl, Leanne. She works at a Subaru store in Florida, and I was so proud of her. She's like, you know what? I'm going to commit to social. And she committed to social, and over, she's been the top salesperson at her store every single month. And she posts 3 times a week and like faithfully like said, I'm going to commit to this program. And she completely kills the other sales staff. Like in a Subaru store in Florida, just girl that used to casually do like 6-8 cars a month now does like 20, 25.
Yeah, no problem. No big deal. And you know what? The customers walk in already know who she is. That's what's so amazing about it.
Where's Leanne? I watch all her videos. Yeah,
there's trust already built. The wall that you have to knock down, salespeople, is no longer there, or you can see over it already, right? That's how much easier it is. There's speed of trust, folks. If you're in car sales, I suggest you read Speed of Trust. Yeah, because you need to treat your customers that way. Quit doing the smoke and mirror stuff. Let's show everybody who you are. Let's have some fun, and let's make sure that they get that experience that they deserve. And let's quit lying to these folks too. Y'all, lying up there. Stop it. Stop it.
And forgive, focus, and fly.
That's right. And keep growing, my friends. So listen, man, this has been a great show. And as you can see, we're excited to go to DSES. Driving Sales Executive Summit is a great place to be. It's a great experience. The networking is phenomenal because, once again, the people that come are there to grow and they're there to share. A lot of people that are going to be there that are not even speaking are highly capable of coming in and dropping any type of content that can help you. They're there to learn, but they're also there to share too. So make sure you come in and network like crazy. Go out and have dinners with people, and don't just go back to the room after it's all said and done. Go out and have conversations. Go out and meet people. When you know that there's going to be a group of people going there, go do that. I know sometimes it's weird, but you got to change up what you're doing if you want to change up what you're doing. So come on. Be out there. We're going to have some fun. Listen, for the event, I want you guys to know, once again, Driving Says, you guys see the website. It's right underneath Car Guy Coffee on the bottom right corner of the screen. I'm going to put up this little, oops, wrong one. I'm going to put up this little code, Fred100.
Oh, I have a free dealer pass also. So if anyone wants to go, I have one more free dealer pass.
I love it. Let's go.
It's worth like, I think over $1,000 in value or something right now. So like, hit Fred and I up. One dealer pass left.
All right, cool. Listen, one dealer pass left. And that's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. You all need to come. That's amazing. Great thing to announce. I don't have any of those right now. So all I have is $100 off for you. So if you guys are out there and you guys, and you're not the first one to call in and get that from one of us, I promise you can get this $100 off. It's worth it. Every penny will pay itself back if you come by, and not just come to have fun, because you're going to have fun, but come by, get some information, and go back, and most importantly, apply, even if it's just one thing. I was one of my favorite things that I got as a tip, because it's overwhelming sometimes. You get all these amazing ideas, and you're like, I don't know what to do when I get back. I want to do all these. Well, it's impossible.
Right.
Just take one thing and apply that. Give it 90 days. Let it grow. Let it blossom. And then get the confidence to start applying the other, and your team will get confidence in everything else too. But you can't overwhelm them. You can't overwhelm yourself. So grab that one thing that you know that what you need that can help you get what you want. Use that, apply it, and then know that that's the blessing. Guess what? That pays itself back all day long. Right there alone will pay all of it back. So be out there, have some fun with us. We're gonna bring it. Come to the expo hall. I know, Gail, you're gonna have a booth.
No, this year, no booth. Okay. Main stage. I switched off booth for main stage this year.
I don't blame you. Hey, listen, I would have probably done the exact same thing, right? So come out and check it out. Like I said, it's all day 2. I'm speaking on day 2, folks. You guys, I think I've announced on the last show, but I'm going to just throw that out real quick. How mentoring and purpose sets up your team for success. It is going to be awesome. Me and Courtney Pascal, 40 Under 40 Automotive News. Just phenomenal young lady who's growing.
Under 40.
That's right. I remember being under 40. Anyway,
I know, I remember that too.
It feels like yesterday. But listen, we're going to have a lot of good times. So that whole second day is going to be set up, but there's a lot of great ones. I'm going to have another show next week. We're going to be having another great guest, Steve Rossler. Y'all know, the Live with Drive guy. We're going to have him on the show. We're going to have some fun with him. We're going to be talking about what he's going to be talking about, and also why he loves coming to DSES himself too. And then, of course, I'm going to talk about a lot of the great speakers. Lou and I are going to throw one more show on right before the event, just to announce everything that's going on, go through everybody, just kind of break it down for you guys, give you guys the agenda fully and truly, and have some fun about it. And then if you're serious about getting interviewed, just show up to my booth. I'll interview you. But if you want to put it in stone, Fred@carguycoffee.com. Just email me, Fred@carguycoffee.com, or you can go to Certified Solutionaries, and it's a lot, CertifiedSolutionaries.com, and click and set an appointment with me. We'll make it work. All right, let's go. Let's have some fun. Is there any last words you want to say before we get out of here?
I just want to say thanks for having me on your show, because I love you guys. It was really cool to meet you years ago. And I've watched you and Lou grow. Like when you guys left the retail side, I've been watching you guys grow for like years, and same thing with me. And it's cool to just be like dealer partners together to really just help everyone.
Well, it is, it's fun. It's great. That's what I tell people. I don't believe in competition is a bad word at all. I think that it's the best thing in the world, because there's plenty of dealers for all of us, right? For one, and like I said, every dealer is different. They need different cups of tea. But you and I are not even close to being competition. We actually complement each other quite a bit with what we do in the vendor world, right? So I love that. But I feel like I can have another consultant right next to me, and I would put him right on the show and cheer him up and talk about how great he or she is.
That's what I love about this. And I don't know. Anyway, thanks for having me on your show. And
thank you.
I'm looking forward to being at DSES again. It's my favorite conference every year. So
I love it. I can't wait to be there too. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I love the Cosmo. So I was pumped when they told me they were going to be there this year. I was like, oh, let's go Cosmo.
Nice.
All right. We'll see you all there, folks. It's going to be great. It's going to be the best time ever. Be there or be square. Folks, we just had a great show. We just did 40 minutes just for you, so you guys can get that energy. If you guys come to the event, I could assure you, you're going to feel the same way. Reach out to Gail. Let her know how great she is. If you are interested in coming and you're serious and you want to learn, she's got a ticket for you.
Dealer pass.
dealer
And
pad.
yeah, or Fred's discount code. So
Yeah. Whichever way, but she's got your back. Fred 100. Fred 100 gets you $100 off that ticket. So go out and check it out. Be there or be square. We'll see you all soon. But before we go, there's one thing we got to do, and it is drop F-bombs. And you mentioned it earlier. I love that. We're going to forgive. We're going to focus. We're going to fly on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Forgive. Focus.
Focus and
Fly.
fly.
And keep growing. Keep growing. Yes, and this was another coffee break for Driving Sales Executive Summit. And we had the one, the only Gail Rubinstein. Yay. We'll see y'all later. Peace. Love you guys. Be blessed. Have a great day and weekend, because it's going to be a nice one. Peace out.